Miss Universe 2022, Arbany Gabriel.
Hello
to
again.
The Philippines and welcome to ABS-CBN.
Oh, thank you. It's always good seeing you. I've seen you so many times now, and I love it. You look great.
Thank you. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
So I saw you in New Orleans, then I interviewed you in New York, then I saw you, I think, in El Salvador.
Yes, and in the Philippines already.
Before.
Last year.
So first of all, how was your trip to Divisoria? I saw that you went there and bought some tela.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun for me because I love fabric shopping. I'm like a kid in a candy store, so I want to buy everything. And I love it here because it's kind of like a scavenger hunt, and you can make tawad, you can get good discounts.
You made tawad?
I did. I'm practicing my tawad. I really did, believe it or not.
So what can you say about the variety and the selection of material here in terms of like for you since you're a designer?
Well, let's see. There was a lot of denim and cotton and prints and stuff, so a lot of ready-to-wear clothing and some sequins too. So for me, I love it. I love denim. They had everything I could possibly need for now to get started on some new designs because even though I just got here, I said I still need to get a sewing machine, get some fabrics and materials, and make clothing.
Nice. So you got a sewing machine?
I bought one too when I went to Divisoria.
You bought it in Divisoria?
Yes.
Okay, so are you going to be making some pieces here?
Yes, I already picked up some of the raffia fabric in Bohol last weekend. So I really want to incorporate pieces in my travels all over the Philippines because I feel very inspired by traditional fabrics and materials. So.
Yes. And how was your trip to Bohol? Was it your first time there?
Oh my gosh.
Chocolate Hills, Tarsier.
Tarsier, so cute. I loved it. I mean, the weather was great. It's beautiful. The beach is beautiful. I've only seen photos online. So actually going to Bohol in person, Mutya sa Tagbilaran was amazing. The production, great experience all in all. Yeah.
So Arbany, you're half Filipino, right? Your dad, I super love him.
He loves you. He loves talking to you. My mom too.
Yeah. So you're half Filipino. When you are here in the Philippines, do you feel like a foreigner, or do you feel somewhat? Yeah, I'm home.
Ooh, honestly, it's half and half because in ways I feel like a tourist because a lot of things are new to me. I'm half Filipino, but I was born and raised in America, and I only visited the Philippines a little bit here and there growing up. So I have been longing to learn more about my Filipino side and connect with it more, being a Filipina. So,
and how is the reception? How are people treating you? Like, since you're, Miss Universe, and they obviously know you're half Filipino. So how has it been for you, like going to Divisoria, just, going to a restaurant, in the hotel?
Well, Filipinos are just so welcoming and always excited, have the best energy. It's definitely different. In America, we just have different personalities. And Filipinos are so excited and happy and have energy. So I'm very thankful to have the support here. And when I go anywhere, it's easy to make friends and just talk to people. I'm practicing my Tagalog.
It's better now. Mas magaling ka na.
It's a little better now.
When you made tawa, did you use Tagalog?
A little bit. I said, "Makano po," or "Isang tela, isang, yard."
I don't know.
I tried my best.
With that accent, they might have made the price a little higher. But you had
maybe, I don't know,
to help you, right?
I had some help, yes.
So, Arbany, I mean, it's just been less than 2 years since you were crowned Miss Universe.
Yes.
Right? 2022.
It's crazy because the title is 2022, but I won January 2023.
That's right.
So it's been a year and a half now.
Yeah, so you've had a lot of time to think about it. The last time we talked, you were just passing on your crown.
In El Salvador.
Yes. So when you look back at the Miss Universe, like, what memories do you have? Like, people ask you, so how was it being Miss Universe? Like,
it's hard to sum it all up in such a short amount of time, but it was the most beautiful experience. I mean, my life changed drastically, and I think one of the things I was most grateful for was having a team really to help me and work with, because I felt so inspired.
Right. Yes.
And showing me ways to run social media and always put into positions where I'm put on the spot and I need to speak or give a public speech. And I used to be so shy, and it really pushed me.
You were shy?
Yeah, before training and really practicing how to speak to people, I was very shy. So Miss Universe really, my whole journey, even up until winning, was the greatest, most beautiful challenge ever.
Yeah.
And it was the best year of my life.
Best year of your life.
Best year, yes.
Wow. So you would, because when you were preparing for Miss USA, you were pretty much were working on your own and didn't really have like a huge team around you. Is that what you mean? And when you're with Miss Universe, you have a lot of people who can help you, like you said, with your social media, with your styling, and just with everything.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great team for Miss Texas and Miss USA.
Yeah.
An amazing team. But Miss Universe, it's like the big leagues. You have people helping with styling and managing. And I learned you can do so much in a small amount of time and be so productive
In one
with
day.
a team helping manage everything. And that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we're about to go to the next Miss Universe. The girls are preparing, right?
Yes.
Would you say that winning the Miss Universe is a destiny, or is it a destiny plus hard work, or is it destiny plus hard work plus the right timing? What would you say the combination is? What's the winning formula?
Oh, I think it's everything you said. I think it's definitely destiny. It's meant for the girl, whoever wins the title. It's meant for her, but no girl is going to just walk in and to just do a little breeze and then she wins. You have to put in the work. There's no doubt about that. I don't believe there's any girl with a title that has won without putting in the work. So I think it's a combination of destiny, meeting it with the right team, the right attitude, the mindset, and the timing, because for me, I won at age 28 and that was the oldest age to win, and I really can't imagine winning at 21 or 22 in my life. So it felt like the right time for me.
Well, now there's no age limit.
Yeah.
You can be married, have children. Do you agree with that, by the way?
I do. I mean, that was my Miss Universe answer, because I felt so strongly about that, because I was almost cut off from competing, and I thought, wow, this age limit puts the pressure on us women that at a certain age we can't do certain things anymore.
Yeah, but what about, like, I saw Miss Buenos Aires is like 60. Do you think
I did see that.
Do you think it can even go like to 60? I mean, is that, or should it be like capped at, let's say, 40 or 45?
You know, it's honestly tough to say where do we cap it, but I really hate to like exclude anybody out, because there's always some woman that comes along and proves everybody wrong, and then you think, wow, and it opens people's minds up.
So how have you changed, Arbony, since you won the title, and how have you remained the same?
Oh, since winning the title, I think one thing, training for pageants, I learned so much about etiquette that when I was Miss Universe, I definitely felt the pressure to always have that perfect image of Miss Universe. And now that I don't have the crown anymore, I feel like I can be myself again and be goofy and laugh at myself and really just show my personality and not feel the pressure of just, being down to earth or not wear makeup all the time, or I don't feel like, I used to travel in heels in the airport. I don't feel the pressure to do that anymore. I don't always want to do that. And I'm much more comfortable in just showing all sides of me, just besides the pageant girl, I'm very sporty. I love camping. I love hiking. I want to go to Divisoria. And ride a jeepney, like all of those things too.
Yes. Do you think that winning the Miss Universe crown has really helped you achieve your next goals as a woman? Would you say, like, in what you want to do next?
Absolutely. I mean, I met a lot of business people while I was Miss Universe, so that really put me on tables that I dreamed of being with successful people, just hearing their vocabulary or the way they reason out things. When you meet people that are successful in their own right, it's very inspiring.
So the good news is you're going to be around the Philippines for the next couple of months, Arbony.
Oh, I'm so excited, yes.
Okay, so tell us what you're going to be doing and what are your... I think it's out that you are going to be hosting the Miss Universe Philippines, right?
It has been announced. I'm very excited for that opportunity. So we're planning to make that special. Hosting that. I have some projects also, hosting some other events as well. And me being a designer, I'm going to be exploring the fabrics here in manufacturing to grow my brand.
So are you going to grow your brand here?
I'm going to explore it, yes.
Okay. And what kind of, because I know you have your brand Nola, right?
Arbony Nola,
Arbony Nola. So what kind of a collection are you going to work on, anything while you're here? Or what's the direction of your of your brand?
Well, so for me personally, I'm always making content off of personal pieces just to show people what I'm doing and to continue to inspire. But I have my brand Arbany Nola that I do limited collections.
Yeah.
So my last collection was the Boss Blazers.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was so nice.
So it's all upcycled vintage pieces. Next collection will be the same. Maybe I'll go to Ukay Ukay and upcycle and make another collection.
Yeah. And are you exploring also, you maybe gonna do some acting or no?
Yes, I'm very curious about that. When I was in New York for these last few months, I was going to movie premieres and I felt so inspired meeting actors and directors and really seeing the final product come to light. I was like, wow, this is so inspiring, all the work that goes behind this and the storytelling. Like for me, it takes so much talent and hard work and I'm very drawn to that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And how are your parents doing? I love always meeting up with your dad. They're always so passionate, right? And they're so friendly. How are they?
They're doing good. Thank you for asking. They're wanting to come back to the Philippines already. My dad is like wanting to visit. I'm like, wait, I'm busy right now.
Right, yeah.
Maybe when we get a better flow of my lifestyle here, he'll come visit.
Yeah.
But they're doing good.
I forgot whether I've asked you this, but do you have any siblings?
I do. I have 3 older brothers.
Oh, so you're only girl.
I'm the only girl.
Okay.
And the youngest. I'm the baby.
So they're all in the U.S.?
They're all in the U.S., yeah.
Ah, okay. So while you're here, it's going to be all work, or do you plan to do some visits to other places? Like, are you going to go to Palawan? Maybe have you been to Boracay?
I've never been.
Oh,
That's high on
okay.
my list. I would love to explore there. And Siargao. I hear amazing things. It's mostly work. I came here for work. When the time allows, then maybe seeing some of the islands for fun. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm thinking, oh, this is my year right after Miss Universe, and it's time to really just get to work.
Yeah. So can you share a little bit more about your goals for 2024? You're going to expand your brand, and then do you have any other, I don't know, any other goals or any other dreams that you have on your journal?
Oh my
you can
gosh,
share?
so many. So definitely expanding my brand, and big goal for me is to speak Tagalog.
Oh,
By the end of this year,
really?
I've been wanting to know. So
Are you taking lessons?
yes, I have a tutor online. We do Zooms. That's a big personal goal for me as well. Continuing my modeling and continuing to build like my content off of designs and speak about sustainability more.
Yeah.
And as we were talking about, I want to get into acting. So
Yeah.
that to me is like the next step. It's like modeling, but you're speaking as well, and
Yes,
you really
yes.
get to play a character.
Do you actually think you can do a role in full Tagalog or not? I mean, like
Honestly,
eventually?
no, not yet.
No,
There's no
eventually.
way. Eventually, I think I
Yeah.
have a lot of practice that I need to do. I'll
Yeah.
admit, but I think it's possible. I
Yeah.
just have to put the work in.
Well, I have to ask you because you're a Miss Universe and you still look super beautiful, like you're really glowing.
Oh, thank you.
What are some of your? I'm sure a lot of the women out there who are watching are saying, "Wow, ang ganda niya." Like, what are some of your
Thank you.
beauty secrets? I remember in your list you told me.
What did
it
I
stuck
tell
to
you?
me that you didn't wash your hair for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, I said that and then I got so much hate. I was like, I'm
Oh.
never gonna say that again. But it's
okay,
true.
It's practical. It's practical. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But like, but as a, you know what I mean? Like as a routine, do you have something that you do for your face, for your body, or just for your spirit that helps you not just look beautiful but feel beautiful?
Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, my skin is glowing here in the Philippines because it's so humid. So
Yeah.
it's better than when I was in New York. It was cold. I'm all about the gua sha. Do you use that?
What's gua sha?
It's the it's like a rolling device. You know how you do the rolling?
Yeah. Manual or is it electric?
It's manual or like the rollers, the
Yeah.
face rollers. It's
Yeah.
very similar. I think my number one beauty secret or thing I do is always moisturize in the AM and PM. Just moisturize that face.
Okay. What about your fitness? You told me earlier you're trying to look even fitter.
Do I? Oh
You
my
said
gosh.
you said you're trying to get fitter, like you're on
Yes.
a diet because you look already very fit.
Oh, thank you. Staying active too helps my mentality. It helps me stay motivated. So I look for any way to stay active, whether that's yoga, cycling. I just went to Bear here.
What's bear?
It's kind of like a group workout class with cardio.
Okay.
I love biking, walking.
Yeah.
I'm like anything I can do to get my body moving,
Yeah.
jump rope. But yeah.
Okay. Now, for the next girl who's trying to vie for the Miss Universe crown, we have 53 Filipina ladies. Do you get a lot of messages from them asking you advice and something, or what would you tell them? Like, what should they try to do?
My advice, I think a big thing is you have to focus on your journey and your journey alone and do everything you can to put in that work, because at the end of the day, it's a competition. So I know for me, I always got my confidence knowing that I did everything I could to possibly win the crown. One thing you always should know is your why, your purpose. That is your driving force, because there's a lot of pressure. There's days you're tired. There's days you maybe feel like giving up or you feel negativity.
Yeah.
But then you remember, I'm doing this because this is my why, and that purpose will keep you going. And never compare yourself to the other women. They're so beautiful. I mean, beauty queens are so beautiful, and you think, wow, she has this, she has longer hair, she's taller. You focus on what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your height?
I'm 5'7".
5'7", not like super tall.
Yeah,
right?
I can't say I'm the tallest Miss Universe.
I can't remember if I asked you, but when you went to New Orleans, did you feel like you had a good shot at winning, or did you feel like, did you just go and say like, okay, I'm just gonna give it my best, like I'm just gonna be myself and do it?
You know, I personally thought I really could do it. I had this self-belief because I put in a lot of work. I said, I'm going into this competition knowing that I outworked everybody, but I didn't feel like I wasn't a popular candidate. I didn't have a lot of I wasn't a fan favorite.
Yes.
So sometimes you're like, why aren't people noticing me? But you know,
after
we're
the
here.
After the prelim, you're on top of my list.
Yeah,
After the
that's
prelim,
a lot of people said that, and you know, I think I came in as an underdog because I was dealing with controversy from my national title.
Yeah.
So I think people forgot about me, but I stayed strong and I stayed confident. I said every day, I think people will notice me more and more, and just stay consistent.
How did you stay strong? Because you know, in a beauty pageant's journey, like in a queen's journey, so many things can happen, whether personal, within the team, within the organization. I mean, you know what I mean? There's always things that are not exactly the way you want them to be. How did you stay strong and still like push forward?
Well, basically, when I won my title of Miss USA, we had a lawsuit, people saying that it was rigged or something. So I never really got to be Miss USA.
Right.
So in that 3 months, it was really, really hard. I definitely felt depressed. But I said, if I end up falling down and backing down and becoming weak, then all the haters will win, and they cannot win. And then if, let's say 5 years from now, I don't want to look back and be disappointed that I gave up because of somebody else.
Yeah, who did you speak to? Did you get any counseling from, let's say, someone from your church or your family? I mean, who was always like your go-to person, like to your kind of like, you know, like be positive with you?
It was my same team that I had, my mentors, my speaking coach, my family, the same support team. They had my back. They were encouraging. They'd pull me out of bed if I was not feeling motivated. So I really have to thank them.
Okay. So being a Miss Universe Albany, what do you think, like, today our world is ever changing? Like, I feel like every month there's something new happening around the world.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you think, I mean, a Miss Universe, how do you think a Miss Universe queen should position herself in terms of, like, who she's supposed to represent in today's world?
How do you think a Miss Universe should?
Yeah, like how should she present herself? Like, should she just stay true to whatever her advocacy is, or should she try to get into like more, get into more issues like, let's say, Middle East, you know, whatever, like wars and stuff like that? Because a lot of girls like don't really have a strong advocacy. So like, how would you? What advice would you give them?
Well, I think that's one of the beauty of Miss Universe is because even if a girl doesn't have a strong advocacy in the beginning, it really encourages a girl to ask herself,
Yeah.
where can she help? Where can she give back?
Yeah.
So I think it's okay if a girl is not really sure at first, but it's a strong encouragement that she needs to have an advocacy. She can develop it, and that's fine, but she needs to stay true to it once she discovers what that is.
Yeah.
I think a Miss Universe, you know, she represents the country that she's from, but she's
Yeah.
able to connect with people from any country. You have to be non-judgmental and still be able to connect and inspire people and brighten their day when you talk to them.
And what about if a Miss Universe wins that has a child? Would you say that the child should be with the queen during all her travels, or let's say a husband?
I remember talking to Paula and Amy
Yes.
about this.
Yeah.
I asked them, what will happen
Yeah.
if you have a Miss Universe with a child? And it was always like, you know, because they've never done it before, it's like, we'll figure that out when that time comes. Because I'm not sure, but I know that with the Miss Universe team, you know, they'll make it work to be as accommodating as possible.
Yeah. By the way, it's Mother's. It's going to be Mother's Day
Coming
in May.
up, yeah.
You want to be a mom someday, Harmony?
Yeah, I honestly 50-50. I
Oh,
go back and
really?
forth thinking, oh, I would love kids, and then the other half of me
Okay.
is like, I'm not sure yet. Yeah.
Too much responsibility, or what?
I just like I can't imagine having kids right now, being so busy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can't imagine being like 80 years old and not having any
That's
children.
true. That's true. So you have to decide, like, when do I actually wanna have my tummy like a little bit bulging?
I know. I'm like, oh, I don't know yet.
Well, we're so happy that you're here, Arbony, and of course
Aw,
I
thank
can't
you.
end this visit without a present from the Philippines. Your favorite
Oh,
ensaymada.
you're-
If it's okay with your lipstick, you might want to have a little bite.
If you eat one with me,
Okay, I'll
okay?
have a bite. I'll have a bite.
This is our tradition now. This is my first ensaymada during this
Wow.
visit.
I remember I ordered some from you in New York, and then I think I sent you some also while you were here before.
Yes, thank you.
So,
You're the ensaymada
Tell me how this one
fairy.
tastes. And this one has ube, chocolate, and a little bit of a variation.
Okay, let me open
Let's
this.
Let's bite together.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this with my lipstick.
Wait,
but
flat it.
Flatten
Make
it.
flat. That's what I do.
That's
like
a
there.
pro move. What? How did I
pro.
not know this?
I always do this because I always eat this when I'm like sometimes, you know, an ensaymada can really save you sometimes when you're super hungry and you have to be in an event. I just flat it and just like bite it like a sandwich.
Oh my
See?
gosh, you just changed
Right?
my life. No
Okay.
more messed up lipstick. Okay,
Okay,
cheers.
1, 2, cheers.
Here we go.
Sarap.
Masarap.
Arbony, super awesome to talk to you. We're so happy that you're here. Hope we can spend more time together in the Philippines.
Oh, I will be seeing you. Thank you so much for having me again. Always good to see you.
Arbony Gabriel on Cue here on ABS-CBN. Mabuhay. God bless. Thank you. Next time. Thanks, Arbony.
Thank you.
I ain't never missed.